Welcome to the Christian Business Incubator podcast. I am your co-host, Ken Freire, and today I am with Bill Richardson, one of our members in the Christian Business Incubator. Bill, I am super excited because you have gone through this process. You have been you got your first client, and today we just want to walk through that journey. But before we do that, talk to me about when did you start with CBI?
Oh, I I think it was about 7 or 8 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
started, about that.
7 or 8 weeks ago. And when you first started, what was like your initial impression of CBI?
Well, obviously, being a strong Christian myself, that was something that made me feel comfortable with your organization. Um, there's a lot of charlatans out there,
Yeah.
and so I know if you bring Christ into an organization or in a situation, it's honest, it's fair. There's morals and ethics involved, um, and I tried a couple of other online ventures just shortly before I joined you guys, and they weren't that honest. You know,
Mm,
they took me for a few $100 here and there, and kind of dripped it out, and then I didn't get anything, and I thought this is crazy. But then when I saw Paul and his ad, you could just tell the guy was just sincere. He was
yeah.
honest. He loved the Lord, and it was all good. So I thought, I like the concept of this, and so I talked to my wife, and it was a no-brainer.
I love it. I love it. And part of the Christian Business Incubator is to help all Christians out there find what
Mhm.
they're passionate about and bring it to market. So, Bill, what was the thing that you were passionate about and brought to market? What was your niche?
Well, at first, I didn't know I had to have a niche. I didn't know exactly that, but when I discovered that that's what I was doing, it was a no-brainer again because I I had I had stage 4 cancer 5 years ago,
Wow.
and I went from stage 4C to level of stage 4 to cancer free.
Wow.
And it's been in the back of my mind since I was diagnosed as being cancer free that I should share that, because a lot of people have been asking me, what did you do? How did you do what you did? Um, I was very deliberate about my decisions about what I did, and so I wanted to share that journey. And so when I was asked what niche I would have to think about, that was easy. So I started just gathering all the information about everything I had done, all the methods and the means that I had used to become cancer free, compiled it, and then I broke it up into modules, and just kind of like mimicking your Kajabi, Christian entrepreneurs Kajabi, um, and just put it into modules and followed your process. And the content was there, and then I got to a point where I was ready to put it into something meaningful other than just a Google Doc. And so I went out and I searched Kajabi, and I looked at it, and I thought, okay, I'll purchase Kajabi. So I got my account, and I looked at it, and I just started, and I got to a point where it was a lot of work because I have another company. Also, it's a software company, and so while I may not be technically savvy as far as like the new tech stuff, I was
Yeah,
a
yeah.
software engineer for 32 years.
Got it. Got it. Okay.
Okay, but it's a different kind of software altogether, compared to what's going on now, right?
Yeah.
So I was so busy with that, I needed help. So I reached out to someone I knew, uh, someone who was a Kajabi expert. They took all my content, worked with me for a little bit, and there it was. I had a nice product. I had my sales page, my mini webinar. Everything was ready, and then I had already created my Facebook group and started chatting with a gal, um, and had been doing that for like 5 or 6 weeks. And even before I went live, I haven't even gone live yet. I go live in 4 days.
That's
Um,
awesome.
but I sent her the content. I sent her my Kajabi, and so she purchased it, and she's grateful. Now her husband, it's actually her husband who has cancer, and so in the end, he's went through every module because I left them all open.
Yeah.
I didn't drip them out because of the situation.
Yeah.
Um, the man was hurting really bad. He had his lymph nodes were just like a watermelon inside of his head. They burst open. It was just a mess. So I gave him all the information, and so he's on his way to recovery.
That's
So
fantastic.
yeah,
And with that, Bill, you've been alluding to it, but what is your niche? You said you were pretty confident you knew what it was, and it was helping people, and that you had stage 4 cancer and you want to help with them. Is there something specific besides just like helping them when it came to that? Like, what was your thing? Or maybe I could just share it because I know it's on the website.
what is that?
Just kind of your process, right?
Yeah,
Your.
sure, absolutely. Yeah,
Well, let's do
you can
this.
share it.
I love how you what let me back up. One of the things that you had mentioned was that you leveraged people, right, to get this done. It wasn't just like, hey,
Absolutely.
you were grinding it out. You're like, who can do this for me? And
Mhm.
then I remember because you and I talked about it, and you were like, hey, I used to be a software engineer, but now I'm not up to speed with everything. And then you sent me your website, which I'm sharing with everybody now. And you were just kind of like, here's my website. I'm like, did you build this? You're like, no, 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 I got someone else to do it. And this was what you came up with, right? The stage 4 to cancer
Yeah,
free. Learn what
that
I
was
did
my
to
term.
survive cancer. Yeah, this was yours.
Yep, that was my term. All the content I created the content and all the placement of the content, and he just put it together.
I love it. I love it. And from here, this is all the stuff that they get. There's the one-time payment, free cancer diet recipe book, Q&As with you. Why and you talk about why this program, what does this program contain? And here's what I love is that you showed the framework, right, of what you're going to do to go from stage 4 cancer to being free. And you were talking about detoxifying the body, changing your consumption, vitamins, minerals, and other supplements, flushing the lymphatic system in non-US cancer hospital for inpatient and or outpatient treatment. Now, here's what I love about this is that like this kind of gives me a clear picture, but if I had stage 4 cancer right now, I would have no idea what I needed to do and how to do this. But this is
Right.
where you came in and you're like, I did it, I know it, and I've helped others with it. So walk us through a little bit in a few minutes of that process of like, when you found out this process for yourself and were cancer free, how did you feel? And why did you feel like it was necessary to share that with others?
You broke up a little bit. You froze up. I didn't hear the question.
Oh, I said, why, once you figured out this system and this process, right? Why did you want to share this with others?
Because ever since I was diagnosed as being cancer free, I've had so many people come up to me and ask me what I did, how I did it, the things I did. Told me, you better share that with people because it's really important, and it's not something that you just put away in your memory banks and not share. So I thought, I'll share it and I'll put it in a nice modularized, approach, and offer it as a program. And so it came together. It was easy. It was easy to come together with the content because it's something I'm passionate about and know about. And I that's what I suggest for everybody who's looking for their niche is, find something that you're good at and you really want to share with someone that because someone's going to benefit from that. And value to the marketplace. So that's what I did. And I'm a very driven person anyways. And I'm not someone that'll sit on something like this for a long time. I wanted to get it done right away.
Yeah,
So I pushed through all the modules as quickly as I could. And because I wanted to get this product going, and it's here now.
I love it. I love it, Bill. So final question for you. What separates people who don't succeed versus those who succeed? Because you decided it's been 8 weeks and now you got your first client, right? and you're like, I am going to make this happen. What was the mindset that you had in order to do that?
It's just it's a determination. It's a
Mm,
get her done kind of mentality.
yeah.
It's keep her moving,
Yeah.
keep it going. Those are all the Midwest terms I can think of right now. Um, Keep her moving. But more importantly, the information is that important. And because it just drove me to work hard, put a lot of hours into it. It's not easy. I don't want to make it seem like it's just, oh, you can just pick your brain and it's easy. It took a long time and a lot of hours in a short period of time to get that content to a point where I could hand it to some person to put it in a nice format for me.
Yeah.
But it's just determination is what it is. If you want to succeed at something, you just have to keep at it. Just keep at it.
Yeah. I love it, Bill. I love what you're doing. And thank you so much for taking all this information that God has helped you and you've been healed. Praise the Lord, right? You've taken this information and now you're giving it out to the marketplace. And the beauty of this is that like you're going to help people get cancer free. And then they're going to come to you, and you obviously are sharing this with people who are believers, non-believers, right? And you get to be a light and salt to those individuals, right? And tell
Right.
them like, hey, this is one step, but
Hmm.
here's the ultimate healing.
Hmm.
It's Jesus
Yep.
Christ, right?
It
So
is. It
I'm
is.
excited. I'm so excited
Yep.
for you, man.
Well, Jesus Christ gave me the positive attitude to get
Yeah.
through it all. I
Mm,
knew exactly what I had to do when I was diagnosed. I knew that I just didn't want to go through chemo, surgery, and radiation. Like, that's the template here in Western medicine is those three things. And I didn't want to go through chemo. I've seen so many people die of the cancer, or not of cancer, died of the treatment, not the cancer, that I just wanted to let everyone know you can do it a different way. It worked for me. I'm not saying it's going to work for everybody, but there are good steps to take. And like I say, from a liability standpoint, I'm not a doctor, nor did I play one as an actor on TV. However, this is what I did to
yeah.
go from stage 4C cancer to cancer free. And just hope that it benefits others.
I love it. I love it. Well, Bill, if people want to reach you or check out your stuff, it's selfhealingcancersupport.com. Selfhealingcancersupport.com. And thank you so much for everything that you've done. And with that, we'll leave you. And for those who are listening, thank you guys so much. And make sure you reach out to Bill. If you know someone who needs this program, get them to Bill. He's a fantastic guy. He's phenomenal, and he's cancer free. So with that, I'll leave you guys. Hope you have a great day, and God bless.